Bluestem Solid Waste Agency was formed in 1994 through a partnership agreement between the City of Cedar Rapids and Linn County. The purpose of this partnership is twofold. First, to more efficiently manage the garbage generated in Linn County, and secondly, to more efficiently meet state-mandated waste reduction goals. Consequently, when Bluestem was formed, it assumed the operation of the solid waste disposal facility operated by the City of Cedar Rapids and the facility operated by Linn County. These are now known as Bluestem Site 1 and Bluestem Site 2. Both Site 1 and Site 2 will soon reach capacity. In anticipation of closure of these sites, Bluestem has diligently pursued options for additional landfill capacity. After a rigorous process of looking at alternative locations, the agency has determined that the expansion of Site 2 represents the most feasible option for efficient management of solid waste. The former Linn County landfill, now called Site 2, is located at the intersection of Highway 13 and County Home Road. Filling at this site began in 1972. The site is approximately 120 acres, of which 44 acres are developed. Linn County operates a maintenance and storage yard adjoining Site 2 to the northeast. This area is not part of Bluestem Site 2, but will be integrated into Bluestem's landscaping plan. Indian Creek runs to the west of the constructed cells, and immediately to the south of the active cell are sewage lagoons that serve Abbey Center and Linn County facilities located just east of Highway 13. The site currently offers both landfilling and recycling services. The extensive recycling program offered at Site 2 helps support the curbside programs for all Linn County communities. In addition, Site 2 offers drop-off recycling opportunities for rural residents without regular recycling collection. With proper planning, creativity, and the consideration for environmental sustainability, the expansion of Site 2 will be compliant as well as a visual asset to the community. Bluestem intends to establish a precedent for the seamless integration of a landfill into the surrounding environment. The objective is straightforward: design a landfill that at a minimum goes unnoticed to those passing by and surrounding neighbors, and preferably becomes noticed for its natural landscape amenities. The planned expansion of Site Number 2 has resulted in the acquisition of the land to the south and the west of the existing site. The expansion area, combined with the property currently owned and managed by Bluestem, will comprise approximately 260 acres. A landfill does not have to be visually obtrusive, and with proper landscaping can be more attractive than the current site. As Bluestem proceeds with the design of aesthetic enhancements, realize that the west side of the proposed expansion does have limitations with regard to landscape improvements. Moving east on Artesian Road toward Highway 13, the potential for the landscape berm to mitigate line-of-sight issues becomes apparent. It will be difficult for passers-by to view the internal landfilling operations. The source of fill for the berm will come from excavation of the stormwater detention basins. The berm construction will require approximately 194,000 cubic yards of fill material, and the design shows how a potential pedestrian trail could be incorporated into the berm.
Bluestem is committed to addressing the existing and proposed expansion areas of the landfill with respect to compatibility with surrounding land uses. When the landfill was constructed in 1972, the primary land use around the site was agricultural, and future changes in land use were not considered. As Marion continues to expand in a northerly and easterly direction, Bluestem is committed to planning and implementing designs that foster smoother integration with existing and future adjacent land uses. This involves planning, designing, and constructing structures and potentially modifying current operational procedures to address the future changes in adjacent land uses. Some of the items considered when developing the landscaping plan included visual impacts, noise pollution, and off-site migration of blowing litter. The landscaping plan consists of an undulating berm with varying heights and widths. Construction of the berm will use 194,000 cubic yards of earthen material. The berm's design allows for the potential integration of a trail that may be linked with Marion's future trail system. The berm will be planted with a variety of grasses, wildflowers, plants, shrubs, and trees. The grasses will consist of yellow Indian grass, blue grama grass, and big bluestem. A wide variety of wildflowers will be planted as well. Understory trees and shrubs may include smooth sumac, American cranberry bush, shadblow serviceberry, downy hawthorn, and witch hazel. A series of evergreen trees will be planted, including Colorado fir, blue spruce, Black Hills spruce, and ponderosa pine. Finally, the design includes overstory trees such as sugar maple, green ash, bur oak, pin oak, and little leaf linden. These plantings, along with the berming, will provide the desired visual screening. The series of plantings, along with interior fences, will provide primary and secondary litter control, and the varying types, heights, and densities of the plantings will aid in absorbing and attenuating operational noises. Looking over the landscaping berm, we see the proposed stormwater detention and runoff routing structures, the secondary row of plantings, and the fully developed landfill. The stormwater detention system will entail excavation of 620,000 cubic yards of dirt. This material will be used in part for construction of the landscaping berm, landfill capping on the Phase 1 landfill cell, and for daily landfill cover. The stormwater detention and routing system will serve two purposes. One, to reroute stormwater around the proposed expansion area, and two, to decrease or slow down the discharge to Indian Creek. The watershed used in the design of the system consists of approximately 840 acres. This includes the entire Bluestem site and the land area upstream that drains onto the landfill site. Currently, there are 3 distinct discharge points from the landfill site into Indian Creek. The combined peak discharge of the 3 points is 1,230 cubic feet per second for a 25-year storm event, and 1,920 cubic feet per second for a 100-year storm event. The result of the detention basin is a 2/3 reduction in peak flows. Construction of the third phase of the landfill expansion will require the mitigation of 2.2 acres of wetlands. As part of the overall site development, a series of wetlands will be created. Locations of these wetlands will be adjacent to the stormwater detention basins and along the west property line of the expansion area. The total acreage of wetlands has yet to be determined, but any area above 2.2 acres will be banked for future mitigation requirements.
Site 2 has been in operation for 32 years with the potential for another 30 years of capacity. Bluestem is committed to continuous improvement in providing long-term solid waste needs for Linn County. Bluestem will focus on improving the existing landfill sites. For Site 2, this includes the implementation of this landscaping plan, which addresses the 3 main concerns: visual impacts, noise, and blowing debris. In the spirit of cooperation, Bluestem welcomes input from the City of Marion and the public to make this effort successful.